Hey folks, I was going to talk about my speedometer cable, but before I did I wanted to measure the end of it. I expected it to still be laying here. I've been looking around for about 5 minutes. I don't see it anywhere. I have no idea what I did with it. Yeah. I stuck it in my bag. I don't know why. I just remembered. So, here's the issue I'm having. Let me the camera away here before the lens gets damaged on it. So, like everything else on the Monster, I'm assuming it's metric. Probably 90% of the speedometer cables I see on Amazon are like 39 inches, and occasionally I see a 41. So I kind of figured between 46-48 inches is what I need, including that piece that's missing. I did find some that have that 45 degree on the end of it, but none of them are long enough. However, I found a listing that sells a whole bunch of different parts, and you can choose which one. Problem is, I don't know which one I have. It's got 4 pictures. The bottom right is the one that I want, and they're all labeled as Type A, Type B, Type C, or Type D. The picture's not labeled. There's nothing to indicate which one's which, so I have no idea which one I want, but they do have 120 centimeters, which is the one I need because that converts to 47 inches. But I don't know which one to order because I don't know which one I need. What type? So if anybody has experience with this, the one in the bottom right with the 2 couplers that are the same diameter, that's what I need. So I'm going to measure the one I have here. I might have to actually put my other glasses on. Yeah, I'm not going to see that. Hang on a second, I can put my glasses on. Okay, it's kind of dark, so I'm still not sure. That looks like 1/2 inch. Yeah, that's 1/2 inch. So I'll have to figure out what that is in millimeters, and they're both the same size. Which side? This side here. And I can't see from here. I'd have to take the wheel off. I can't see it from this side. Oh, wait a minute. That's the one with the broken piece. Yes, the same size. So they're both the same size, and they look like 1/2 inch. So, if anybody can tell me, is that Type A, Type B, Type C, or Type D? Because I don't have a clue. And, sorry, I got a hair hanging off my lens here. There we go. Looks clean. That doesn't mean anything, but it looks clean. So, which do I buy? Because I don't want to buy one and find out it's not the right one. Have to send it back and try a different one. So the 4 types that they show, they have 120 centimeters in each, but I want to get the right one. Now I did look at the exploded view of the Monster. It doesn't give much. It doesn't even show the entire cable. It just shows part of it. and it's labeled as like speedometer wire or something, and gives the part number. That's it. So last time I looked, which was a while ago, I was probably still living in Hanover at the time. It was like $90 to get it from the dealer. ODSP is not going to pay for that because it's not an essential part, and I'm not willing to spend that much money on it. That's when I started getting the replacements, because the sheath itself is fine. It's the inner wire that breaks, and I get like $10 replacement part off of Amazon, and I just cut it to length and clamp on the little squared part on the end, and it's good to go. I've done that a few times, because it's that 45-degree turn at the bottom is where that inner cable breaks all the time, and I can get 2 out of each replacement part. So, replacing that wire for $5 each time is not a big deal. Problem now is the rust has got to the outer part, and that metal bend at the bottom broke off completely, so I had to replace the whole thing. But like I said, trying to find the right part, the right length, and the right style. There's so many different styles out there. I wish everything was universal. It'd make it so much easier. But definitely 120 centimeters that I need, and there's not a whole lot of options. This is probably the best one if I can find, the right one that I need. Once I find it, I will make note of it, so I will know in the future, if I ever need to replace it again, what I need. So I don't know if it's with the 4, I don't know if it starts upper left as type A, then type B, type C, and type D. I don't know. If it was labeled that way in the picture, I would know, but there's no indication of it. So in the price, it's not, I'm accepting of the price. I don't remember what it was now, but I don't have a problem with it. But if I get the wrong part, then that price is going to be a problem, because I have to return it and try again, and it just, I guess maybe what I can do is message the seller and ask. That's probably the best thing I can do. But in the meantime, if anybody knows anything about speedometer cables and what type I'm looking for, then you can help me out that way. So it's a hot day today. I love it. I just absolutely love it. I didn't want to come home, but I got nowhere left to go. Then I went down the trail. I stopped down there, and first thing I noticed was rainbow clouds up in the sky. So I wonder if my camera will pick that up. I can actually see it in the viewfinder, so I know the camera picked it up. Rainbow clouds. I thought that was actually pretty cool. And then I went and talked to the Heartway guys that are out cutting grass today. Talked to them for a bit, and I asked them about the trail. Remember last year I went up that off-road trail through the bush, and it was a picnic table and a fire ring. Well, I noticed somebody had been up there today, so I asked them if it was them, because I wanted to know, is that town property or is that private property? So apparently it's not their property, so it must be private property. Because I want to know if I can go up there, and I haven't been up there this year, but I can't do that without the monster. I'm not taking the celebrity up there. Won't make it. No off-roading for that thing. There's very, very little power. And I know there was a fallen tree branch that I had to drive over in the monster, and the celebrity will get hung up on that, no problem. So I can't do anything till the monster's on. But apparently it's private property, so I guess I can't do that. Somebody's been up there. It looks like a 4x4, and they said it wasn't them. So I went up to the Bull Diamond, sat there, took another break, and I come down to the other side of the river, and I was sitting there, and I hear a splash. I look, a fish jumped. Then I noticed this dragonfly flying away, so I'm thinking the fish jumped up at the firefly and missed. I didn't actually see that happen, but I'm going to look and see if the scooter cam... I check to see if the scooter cam caught it or not. So, I don't know. It's wide angle, so I wouldn't be able to zoom in very well. But we will see. I don't think I have any other actual news. If anything that's happened, I haven't really done much. Spending most of my time on the computer trying to catch up on things there. I just thought of something, but it immediately went away. So Canada Post is not on strike yet. I was going to stop at the post office when I was out, but I didn't feel like stopping. I was just enjoying. I completely forgot. So I was going to ask if she had any information on, if there's any approximate date where they might go on strike. I know the union rejected the last deal, or Canada Post rejected the union's last deal. I don't remember. But if that means they're going to go on strike anytime soon, I don't know. I don't know that much about it. So I wanted to find out if I've got a week or more that I know for sure we're going to have mail service, that I'm going to call my dealer today and get him to send me these I can figure it. Oh, I buried them. Yeah, lose the bolt. These plastic spacers here. The heck was that? Because he's got these waiting for him. I have no idea what that was. But I'm going to get him to send me them. I'm going to pay for them myself. I'm not going to go through ODSP for that. He's got them sitting there. He's had them since last year. He asked me if I still wanted them. So if he's got them, he's paid for them. So I'm just going to get him to send me those right away, and hopefully I can get them before post office goes on strike. And I've got that. I don't need to wait for those, right? I guess that's it. I can't think of anything else. It's supposed to be 30 degrees tomorrow, which I believe, if I remember correctly, is 86 Fahrenheit. The hottest day we've had so far this year, I think. I know we've come close to 30 a few times earlier in May, but I'll take it. And we do have a chance of storms tomorrow, so I don't know if it's going to be cloudy during that period, or if we're going to get 30 and then, storms in the evening. I don't know. But either way, I'm going to go out and enjoy before the rain gets here, or hopefully, without rain. Maybe I'll even just go for a drive in the rain. I don't know. I'll not beyond doing that. Okay, so I guess that's all I got. That's my update.